shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Arthur L. Williams Stadium in Lynchburg, Virginia, home to the Liberty Flames. As we'll see, the defending national champions, the Rice Owls, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Liberty Flames. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Flames will kick it away to start us off. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Got the first down. Looking for more. There he goes to the left. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Returner runs out of bounds.
Give to the back. Man, he is hard to wrap up as he gets it to the 32-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like
breaks into the open. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Here comes the offense on first down. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Street. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Motion from the wideout. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got the first down and more. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. And when you've got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He breaks a tackle. Didn't get much done on that, Ryan. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Rice. Once he got some room, it was over.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Here he comes from deep in the end zone, and this a better worker. He's going to hear about it. That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. Not much there. He gets one to the 11.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually mean the ground.
Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Street. Hauls it in. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. The Flames are marching down the field. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Yeah, I think the running back kind of went rogue on that last running play. I'm not sure it was designed to go that direction. He tried to make it happen on his own, and unfortunately ended up losing yards.
To the air on 2nd down. A little screen to the running back. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass. And the Flames are in the hurry-up. They'll try to power their way ahead. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Here's a hit. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board against their last opponent.
Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw at Street. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And these coaches have these play sheets over there on the sidelines, and there's so many calls they want to call, and they want to make explosive plays. But you got to protect your QB, and he's already been sacked. Now he's hit again. Like, they've got to protect him up front if they want a chance of doing damage on the offensive side of the football.
Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on first down. Under fire. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. On the option. Now the toss. And that one will go in reverse. The defense all over that pitch on the option.
What a great job tackling that time by the cornerback. Out on an island by himself. It's just him and the pitch man one-on-one. The offense is trying to go option. They get it out to their playmaker in space. But this guy is good at covering, and he's good at tackling, and he showed it to you right there.
Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. To the air, it's Street. Gets it out quickly. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Bottled him up, not a whole lot of room to run on that return, and that's how this period will come to an end. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. First play of the period, first down here. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete to the right. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
When you play zone coverage and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Wants to go up top. Got his man quickly. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. The Owls now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll get down to avoid the hit, but he might not be able to avoid this penalty flag. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Got his man on the right.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. And you saw...
And he is snowed under, sacked at the 7.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That's the risk and danger with throwing the ball so close to the goal line. You might get sacked.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Might be looking to run. He wants it all. Touchdown, Rice. Quick strike through the air for the score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Tennessee is delivering an offensive masterpiece so far. It feels like they've been singing Rocky Top all day. They're up 14 over Penn State. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Scanning the field, it's Street. Fires to the tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wants to throw it. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return.
And that's such a great job of seeing the play, seeing it unfold, breaking on the football, making the interception, and you will absolutely never...
He's going for the goal line, and he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And here he comes out of the end zone. He stopped short of the 20 at the 9. And probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll send the back in motion. To the air, it's Street. Zings it complete to the right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Just think such a big part of this offense is being physical and establishing the run game. They haven't had a lot of success offensively early in this one, and that's why right there, they're not able to get this guy going yet. That's got to change as this game goes on.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Get it out on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss.
He just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up. Knocked down, but not before he gets the first down after recovering the fumble.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell the DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover, nice forced turnover by the defense.
And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Still looking on the move. Plenty of time as he fires it to the right. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw on first down. Takes the easy one to the back. Across the 45. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
He's got it. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Rice.
And with that score, this is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finished the half like you're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense is going to have to go into half and find some answers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And that kick was perfectly down the middle. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. From the gun, the running back has it.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Just enough time to get off one more snap. That's going to wrap up the first half here. And now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Rice ready to kick off and get things started here in the second half. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Trying play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. Rolling right and going deep.
You got to give this defense a ton of credit because they watch the film. They watch this offense go up and down the field. This QB throw multiple TDs their last game out. Didn't allow a TD pass in the first half. And here they are in the second half doing a nice job defending the deep ball.
The Flames send out the punt unit. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. They're starting this drive with a massive lead, and they just want to finish strong. Quick completion on the out. It's a running, and he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Owls! This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. Dropping back, it's Street. Whoa, does he turn that loose down the middle. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
Well, this passing attack was on fire last week. Quarterback threw multiple TDs, but they got brought back down to earth very quick in the first half of this game. So here they are now early in the third quarter. They're trying to get some of that mojo back, taking a shot. I like the aggressiveness.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab on the left side. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, I know they're losing right now, but they're not going to be losing for long if they keep hitting shots like that. And I love the idea here, taking a shot to your best player on offense. This guy is one of the biggest playmakers in all of college football. Tremendous speed. He locates the ball, makes a catch, and that play gives this offense so much confidence.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Finds the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Soft spot in the middle. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his target down the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out route. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play has this offense in business. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Wants to keep it in the air. Right on the money. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays. You better change your looks up, try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Sends it back in motion. Going to sling it on second down. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
This quarterback is having a day, man, and right there he was looking for touchdown pass number 5. He has been dialing it up. He's been throwing strikes. We haven't seen him miss very much like he did just there, but what a game this dude is having.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. That one was a major league knuckleball ducking and darting and somehow finding its way over the crossbar. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Here he comes. This is a gamble. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Dropping back, it's Street, buying some time as he moves left. That's caught. It's Ingram. And they're able to get him down.
Well, one thing you got to say about this guy is he's very, very poised. He knew he had that defender bearing down on him. He got hit right as he threw it. Still, though, it didn't affect his accuracy. Nice job getting that completion.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Gets it out fast. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on first down.
Well, in that down and distance, the quarterback's got to get rid of it so quickly, right? He knows the defense is going to be bearing down on him, so a nice job catching the gun snap and then turning and pivoting, getting it out of his hands quickly and accurately to pick up the first.
And the Flames come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Here's the pressure. Had to get rid of it quickly. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Floating away. Complete along the sidelines, and that'll be good enough for the first down. Wow, already up to 250 catches for his career.
That's a lot of catches. How about the consistency of this young man, the durability, the toughness? He's got all those characteristics, Paul.
250 catches is impressive, too, because every week the defense knows they're trying to get this guy the ball, and still they cannot stop him.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Wants to go up top. Quick strike complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Wants to throw. It's Street. Got a man. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap, and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning too. That was beautiful.
Finds a little space. Got enough for the first down. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. Talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
Looking downfield on first down. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
And they get him again. This has not been the day we expected. This young man, we expect great things. Like, he is one of the better players in college football. You think he'd come out, put on a show, but this defense has had his number all game long.
What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. Delivers the stiff arm. He steps out of bounds, but not only does he get the ball back, what a return to set up his offense.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. David, they couldn't pay off that last drive with a touchdown.
Now, they moved the ball down the field and executed like they wanted to until they stalled out and had to settle for a field goal.
I think if you want to take the next step, too, here and score a touchdown, you got to start finding more creative ways to get your best players the ball. Let's see if they can do that here.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. On the run, fires downfield. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Got the quick pass. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. The Flames in the hurry-up. Looking downfield. It's Street. Quarterback now breaking the field. At the 40, there he goes. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job.
For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
To the air on first down. Fires to the tight end. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
Nice catch by the big target. Those big tight ends, you could tell in football, are just becoming more and more of a weapon on every single team.
He had the perfect play to open the drive, and now they'll snap it again from the 38. Wants to throw on first down. They're working that left side. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He's got it. Just what they were looking for. A huge explosive play, and they're inside the 15 at the 13-yard line. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Flips it out on the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the...
And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls. With that, the lead nice and comfortable, and they are cruising toward a 4-0 start.
And honestly, it's been about complementary football in this game, right? We've seen this offense go up and down the field. They've been lighting up the scoreboard, but the defense has done a great job, too, getting off the field and putting their offense in really good position in this game. The head coach has got to love what he's seen on both sides of the ball today.
Liberty takes over, and the Flames offense ready to go to work. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. And the Flames headed quickly to the line. Handoff from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game. Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
And the third down pass is incomplete.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
The Flames will try to pin them back with the punt. We've seen a lot of the punt team 6 times tonight. He gets a block. Smashes through the tackle. He just about took that one to the house. They finally bring him down, but when you have a return like that, it pretty much eats up everything gained by the punt. Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to...
Turning it on! The quick out. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that TD, this team looking to go 4-0. Just how you want to start a season, man. They've done an unbelievable job answering all the questions, starting off the year just how you want to. Now, keep it going. Keep that momentum. Don't relax. What a start to the season.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Liberty takes over the Flames, sending the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced.
He's loose on the right. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on. And, Jesse, there's a huge mountain to climb here, but you might as well start with a chunk play.
Well, you got to start somewhere, Reese. It's been tough going for this.
It's take it in for the touchdown. It won't have much impact on the outcome of the game, but it is a fabulous parting gift, a consolation prize, if you will.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a couple of Mountain West teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Fresno State has the lead right now, but this Bulldog Stadium crowd is restless. They just haven't been able to separate themselves yet today. They're up by 7 over San Jose State. The Mountain West likes to keep things interesting, fellas, and we'll circle back if anything big happens.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been...
Looking to take a shot. Snatches it on the right. Finds a seam. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the fourth quarter.
Starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Street. Fires to the wideout. And his 5th interception of the game. A miracle they haven't pulled him yet. He steps out of bounds after a huge play, but hang on just a second. Defense might get bailed out here by a flag. Let's see if Rice can get it in on 1st and goal. The snap sets up to throw. Swings it out to the flat. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Trying to find the end zone. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
There's a fine line between confidence and recklessness, and here he comes out of the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Now they'll try the right side. We've seen a ton of this tonight. They just keep giving him the ball, and he keeps running into brick walls. Not much running room again. Complete to the left. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Looking to throw, it's Street. Makes the grab. Still running at the 40. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Mark it out of bounds at the 46.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Under fire. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game tonight.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Bought a little time. Lets it go. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Touchdown, Owls! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
And this has been the story of the game. Everything going their way. Offensively, special teams, and now on defense here in the 4th quarter. They're still being aggressive. They're still jumping these throws. And he picked that thing off and took it all the way to the house.
They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Give to the running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking downfield at Street. Oh, they're after him. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. And the Flames will hustle to the line. The offense changing the play. Likely a lost cause, but they'll throw it again. Find space on the right. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.